must take his son places where people don't take their son. To the White House in meetings. He's sitting through everything. Why?
Like that race of people is able to accomplish more than us is because they condition, they direct blood relatives all on bloodlines.
Right.
They protect bloodlines and they put their people in positions of power all around them.
Yeah. Are our elites being controlled like puppets to fight another war that's not their own?
I believe the wrong side won the war. Dr. Gary Nolan said that he has evidence that there are 4 different factions of non-human intelligences,
right,
and they war with each other.
Right. The reason why Wendy Williams sort of went retarded when she kind of exposed this information.
Okay, they say she has dementia, right?
Right.
Dementia is what? Type 3 diabetes.
Right.
You don't get that in a week. Soon as she started calling out certain people, she got the dementia. She got confined to a hospital, then signed over power of attorney to all her assets to a person nobody knows, who she said she didn't hire. And we just seen a few months ago she was trying to escape the hospital.
Right. What makes these stories real, or what makes them fake?
Because in 1610, King James hired Shakespeare, who writes fucking fiction, and 47 other clergymen to edit the Ethiopian Bible. They took 100 books out.
Right.
And then this the same dude who used to have gay orgies. He got his mother assassinated so he could take the throne. And then after he edited his King James Bible, he put out a series of books called Demonology.
The streets unplugged. You know we got to plug the streets in because the streets ain't been plugged in a while.
Right.
Remote viewers said that when they built the pyramids, they used group consciousness through vibrations. They dammed the Nile River and they floated the bricks.
Right. So is this why the government is controlling the consciousness in the world?
Yes.
Now explain to us how that happens. That's what I was trying to get to the whole time.
Yes.
You finally got to where I was trying to get to.
Because bro, I gotta lead the steps up to add context. Because what I'm realizing is, I was just in Arizona and like people driving 5 hours, bringing me birthday cakes. I had 10 people bringing birthday cake. Right. You know what I'm saying? Ladies meeting me crying, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the hood, like real gangsters pulling up, hey, CC, you with us.
Right.
They calling the Bloods up there, they escorting me around, because they saying like, man, you and that nigga Unc, y'all the only ones saying we gotta protect y'all at all costs. That's what they don't want.
Right.
Because that right there is open rebellion to the system.
Right.
And if you look throughout history, there's always somebody with this color skin.
Right.
But, they all have certain weaknesses. I don't got them weaknesses.
Right.
Like most guys is horny, man. I was able to transcend my physical state by going celibate 4 years.
Right.
And like I'm on a celibate streak now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't live a normal life. I don't cuddle and all that shit. I hire ladies because I can't be around dudes too long. They start trying to get over. And then they play the victim role when you tell them you're going to kill their ass. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I live a certain way. That's why I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And once you know certain things, the burden of knowledge is to teach. But how can you teach people that's already dead?
Jesus said the same thing. It's kind of hard to do that.
And that's the thing. That's why I'm a follower of Christ. Like I don't follow these books because Jesus never even seen a New Testament. He taught from the Dead Sea Scrolls, his actual words. Because, bro, he showed up at Buddhist monasteries. But biblical scholars are going to say no. But these same biblical scholars is quoting the Gospel of Barnabas, which is a straight bullshit. That's why when Billy Carson was quoting that, I'm like, you quoting the Gospel of Barnabas, dude? How? But that's why Wesley Huff and him had the debate and he got smoked.
The murderer Barnabas. The one they freed instead of free. That's what one they freed in replace of Jesus.
Yes. See what I'm saying?
the plant.
Straight plant, bro. And that's why, bro, you ain't gonna Judas me.
Right. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people know the people or the things that they read, but everybody wrote stories, right? And all these stories are passed on through generations and generations. What make these stories real, or what makes them fake?
Well, it just seems like if white people say it, motherfuckers just go with it. Because in 1610, King James hired Shakespeare, who writes fucking fiction, and 47 other clergymen to edit the Ethiopian Bible. They took 100 books out.
Right.
And then this the same dude who used to have gay orgies. He got his mother assassinated so he could take the throne. And then after he edited his King James Bible, he put out a series of books called Demonology. He was demon possessed. He was already serving the same motherfuckers all of these governments serve. Because all of these governments are just death cults. All of them are death cults, bro.
What's a death cult?
A death cult is a organization. They use people as a resource. They sacrifice those people to these beings, deities, demons, gods, whatever people want to call them,
Right.
in exchange for wealth, power, and control on this plane that we live on. Facts. They all death cults.
Well, death cults. What's a soul contract?
Soul contract is like when people say they sold their soul,
Right.
or you put your soul up for the highest bidder.
Right.
Problem is you don't own your own soul. The
How
universe,
can a person cannot own their soul?
the global consciousness owns all of that.
Right.
Like for you to own your own soul, you would have to have the ability to give somebody else a soul.
I don't have the ability to do that.
That's the whole thing.
So soul contract, what leases my soul to the entity that has it in return for something else?
Saying this was Sammy Davis Jr. said. And everybody who know him say he was a devil worshiper.
Right.
He made a soul contract with the dude ball. He rose to the top and he left untimely.
The same person that came to you. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. What's going on with Beyonce, man? A lot of people saying that Beyonce is not real. I'm hearing she not real. I'm hearing she alien.
Nah, she real. You know, she practices Ifa.
What the fuck is Ifa?
Ifa is a Nigerian religion. She practices Ifa, the same thing that dude, the rapper from Philadelphia, what's his name, Kwani?
Right.
Yeah, she practices Ifa.
Explain to what is that? Explain to us what that is.
Well, some people try to say it's like similar to voodoo, but let me pull up an accurate description because Ifa is like the original Igbo religion from Nigeria. It's kind of like, so it's Yoruba, and it's a spiritual philosophy originated in West Africa, primarily amongst the Yoruba people, present-day Nigeria. Used to gain insight on a person's life, problems, and destiny. You know, they say that they're a body of sacred knowledge called the Odufa Ifa, a spiritual framework connecting humans to divine forces. That's what she practices Ifa.
And she actually doing this right now. But this is what I heard. I don't know how true this is, but I heard that Blue Ivory, she didn't have physically. I heard that.
No. She's a surrogate. Definitely surrogate. You ever seen the video of Beyonce's stomach deflating?
Right.
Yeah, no, they all do that.
How did that happen? Explain to us how did that happen. Like, what do you mean surrogate? What does this mean? My people watch this, they don't understand.
A surrogate is you hire a lady, they transplant the fertilized eggs from you into her. She carries the child full term, gives birth, and hands you the baby.
What? Beyonce just don't want to have the baby?
Well, for Beyonce, she's got a couple $100 million insurance policies on her body. And a lot of ladies who don't want to damage their body, they hire surrogates.
So is that even her child?
The eggs came from her. The fertilizer came from
Jay-Z.
Yes. And the surrogate carried the body to full term.
So is the other person DNA inside the baby too?
Yeah, for sure. Just like if a lady has a man's child, that man's DNA is in your body for 7 years.
So that baby got 2 mamas.
Technically, yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Wow. I heard this the reason why Wendy Williams sort of went retarded when she kind of exposed this information.
She got MK Ultra.
What's MK Ultra? You been saying some crazy shit. What's MK Ultra?
You gotta think about it, bro. Okay, they say she has dementia, right?
Right.
Dementia is what? Type 3 diabetes.
Right.
You don't get that in a week. Soon as she started calling out certain people, she got the dementia. She got confined to a hospital, then signed over power of attorney to all her assets to a person nobody knows, who she said she didn't hire. And we just seen a few months ago she was trying to escape the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
So you think they do stuff like this? And what do the people family do? They already disconnect you away from your family if you're in the industry.
She estranged from her family.
They teach you. Why do the industry break away from your family so they can do things like this?
Yeah, because, family structure is important, especially the ladies.
Right.
Because, I done been on tours. I done traveled around, Us as men, we can handle separation from our immediate family a lot better.
Right.
But ladies, even if they families is just the biggest haters ever,
they can't.
They be depressed. Oh,
right.
It's like, why do you miss these motherfuckers? I don't even fuck with you. I fuck with you. They don't fuck with you.
Right.
And this is just the thing, bro. That's why I protect ladies because,
they just sweet beings.
For sure, bro.
Right. But can anything protect us from this? Can spiritual awareness protect the artist from being done like this and happening to be in a soul contract or to get out of a soul contract? Is there a way out?
The first step is learning how to read.
Stop playing with me.
Be able to read. You feel me? Like, bro, how many rappers we see sign a contract and say, man, I ain't know what I was signing. Stupid, man.
Right. And that's crazy. I see a lot of people do this shit, and a lot of people, they sign certain contracts, like Finesse 2 times sign a contract, and then they want out the contract, but they can't get out the contract.
Bro, they gave $1 million. So everybody watching this, if a label gives you $1 million up front, you're going to owe their ass 8 or 9 on the back end.
Right.
If it's not a signing bonus, it's an advance, which is a loan. So when they're giving you the private jet, that's getting added on to your bill. They not doing shit because they love you.
Right.
That's why a lot of labels get the life insurance policy. He ain't do that.
He didn't do that. A lot of people do that, but when it comes to celebrities in the Epstein files, right? A lot of celebrities were named in these files, right?
Right.
Why? Why are they naming celebrities that we all know and love?
Because celebrities don't own shit. He had several private jets. And he was leasing them out. The labels is ran by who?
So you're saying that they wasn't doing nothing but just renting the jets?
Yeah, that's it.
But they used their names instead of releasing who actually was going to the island?
Same thing that happened with the NBA. Come to find out, they rigging games, they rigging fucking gambling games and all of this stuff. The only people we seen on the news is the NBA players and coaches, none of the Italian mafia.
Right. Right.
This shit is all a stage. It's theater. They call parliament meetings theater. They call wars theater. The world is a stage.
Right. So a fame a paid price?
Well, before the internet, of course.
Right.
Because of the internet, that's why they try to do net neutrality and all these things now. Because of the internet, you can bypass everybody. Build your own name and brand, go up, get the money without selling your likeness and licensing nothing, and without giving up your cakes.
Right.
Because that's something.
That's what they do. But listen, speaking of giving up your cakes, I don't know what's going on with Bill Clinton. But Bill Clinton, he was in the Epstein files game, getting massaged by some younger women. They asked him about all this stuff. In the middle of him asking about all this stuff, they told him, don't talk. You don't talk. you don't talk. Why would they tell him don't talk about
Did you see how he was looking at them photos?
How was he looking at them?
Like he was reliving good times. That's what was happening.
Right.
Because to them, they not doing nothing wrong.
Right.
They not.
What do you mean they're not doing nothing wrong?
Bro, to them, they know they live in a simulation.
Right.
To them, they know these demonic entities, these gods, all answer to the other God that everybody prays to.
That's what Manson said. They asked Manson, have you killed anybody? He said, if I kill somebody, I killed them in my head. I never killed them here.
People be asking me that question.
He said, I killed them in my head. If I kill somebody, I killed them in my head. I never killed them here. He said that.
that go back to what you say about controlling the simulation.
Right.
Manifestation.
Right.
Killing somebody in your head, if you that powerful, you get that same feeling. Because
Right.
like if somebody do something to me disrespectfully, I can't sleep. I get this immense pressure like on my chest.
Right.
And I had to learn to carry certain things out of my mind so I could remove that pressure off my spirit.
Right. Right. But when it comes to Epstein files, I'm kind of like confused because like they released a lot of people names and everything. All of a sudden, just disappear, and the war is just going. But Epstein files is no longer now. Everything is about the war.
Well, that's just in America. In Poland, France, Britain, and some countries in Africa, they locking motherfuckers up.
About the Epstein files.
Yes.
But why America not locking nobody up about the Epstein files?
The Trilateral Commission.
What's the Trilateral Commission?
Well, Epstein said he was a representation of the Trilateral Commission, which would be considered the cabal, the Illuminati, that.
Or Ball. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, because he says the secret society is very secret to know that nobody
His
knows.
bank account was named Ball.
No, it was not.
And his phone number got 3 6s in it.
No. You got his number for real?
I got his real number.
We got to see. You said that last time, and I was kind of like, listen, if you watch this, Big Homie said last time, I don't know if we believe
I
it.
don't tell no lies and I revive receipts. Niggas just don't want to show them.
Right.
Unc got so many receipts,
Yeah,
he
you-
can break the internet.
Yeah, you got
Unc got all kind of shit.
You got his number. Jeff said, you got his number.
And look when it was last active. It was just reported February 20th. And when I called it, somebody answered.
That's crazy. So his phone's still
Call
working. His phone's still, we're going to call Epstein, see if Epstein answers. If he answers, he gonna fuck around and get us, though. He going to fuck us up if he answers that phone. We ain't supposed to have his number.
No.
This number already locked in my phone.
What? Hold on.
No, it wasn't. Not all the way.
That number.
I thought it was locked in my phone, but it showed it like it was locked in my phone already. Let's see. We call it Epstein. That motherfucker ringing.
Why would a dead man's phone be ringing?
Why was a dead man phone?
Why would his
ringing?
phone be ringing?
You know, I don't like to second guess, but I'm gonna ask who number this belongs to. So I'm gonna ask who number is this right quick. 610.
I took an oath. I can't tell a lie, bro.
Well, it's all good. I don't know. You the one told me you found Bigfoot, and I ain't seen no fucking Bigfoot. So
I showed you the footage.
yeah, but I ain't seen it in person. I got to see this shit. This been
Pop out
Epstein.
next month.
We finna find out this Epstein number. We gonna find it out.
Hey,
right
the big
now.
fella tell no lies. Free dude got long live
We
them
finna find out.
members.
We finna find out right now because like this is something that I gotta know. 2526.
Oh yeah.
25
Shout out Worldwide Hustle. Y'all see my chain?
66. Hold on.
Bow them, nigga. Shout out Project Bow.
Who number is this? That.
I really fight evil.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
What it say?
How you get Epstein number?
Because I'm me, bro. That's what I really do. I've been on his ass for years. I just ain't had the money to go out there.
No, how you get this man number? They got this man
Bro, I
real
combat
number.
trafficking, bro. I've been on his ass for years. I just didn't have the money and resources to be able to, because, bro, he powerful. So,
Somebody,
I got poisoned before, bro.
tell me about that. You got poison trying to get Epstein?
Bro, my toxicology report, I test positive for the cyanide 3 times. Cyanide turns into pneumonia in the human body. That's why I breathe like this. That's why my nose always fucked up. I only have 1 lung. Facts.
This stuff
We was going to go.
crazy.
We went and brought some ladies back. But they put bounties on me. We having a problem with the Serbian mafia, all kind of shit, bro. That's why I don't really sit still like that. That's why I move around. Like, this shit ain't no joke. Like, niggas be saying little shit, but they won't come outside with me.
They just fucked me up having that number. I don't think you should have that number or even still be calling that number.
Bro, I don't got a choice, bro. I got to this point because motherfuckers know I really be outside.
So, because I'm not going to say allegedly, are people still looking for Epstein to capture him as though he is alive?
Yeah. In the Epstein files, he went to a face transplant surgeon. In the files, it says he has no prostate.
No prostate?
No prostate. His autopsy said he had a completely healthy prostate.
So, healthy prostate and autopsy, no. So that's not him.
Epstein is not dead, bro. He went to jail for these same charges in 2009.
Right.
Why would they lock him up again?
Right. But he's saying some crazy shit that we can't even imagine. Like, he's saying the president of the United States wasn't the president of the United States. He said it was a fucking clone.
You ever seen the video of tall Joe Biden?
I have.
How does Joe Biden go from 5'11" to 6'5"?
You tell me.
Cloning. That's why I didn't want to answer this cloning shit.
We talking about the beginning. I want
but
people to understand.
I'm not even supposed to know about this. And you know, I teach classes on military bases and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I got certain access, so I don't be trying to,
talk about everything.
Yeah.
But I be trying to get everything. Because I think a lot of people need to know everything. Because I think that people understand is you cannot be hurt as long as you recognize and understand you cannot be hurt.
And that's a fact. Once I believed that I couldn't be hurt, I survived everything.
You couldn't get hurt, right? A lot of people don't know that,
Look
right?
at my homies. Bro, this shit hurt. This shit was painful. This shit knocked my teeth out.
Right.
I got permanent scar tissue right here. I got all kind of scars all over my body. Fluid lost his eye. He lost his teeth. Motherfucking Dugard, he got shot up. Bro, we don't even know how we alive.
Right.
Sometimes, bro, a voice will speak to me in my right ear. This is the same shit they say in the Bible. And I'll know shit that I don't know how I know it. I've been on dude ass for years.
Right.
For years, bro. And then people, I was trying to tell motherfuckers, I'm like, hey. Like, bro, there's something going on with this industry, niggas, and the young females, like, and it all makes sense now.
Right.
But you see that's his real number.
No, it makes sense that it's real number. And I'm seeing it's his real number. Like, wow.
You gotta show the people on the screen.
I can't believe it's his real number, right? I'm gonna actually put it on the video. Or I might not put it on the video.
If you put the information on the videos, we'll do an extra 200K views.
But I don't want to lose this video. If I put that on the video, we may not be able to have a video. I don't think you understand.
You know what you got to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I may put it on the video. I got to check and see if I can, right? This is like some stuff that I don't know if I can put on the video. This man supposed to be dead. You got his number still ringing.
I got a lot more shit like that.
I imagine you do.
So we going up every time.
I imagine you do. That's
you
crazy.
called the right guy.
No, I imagine you do. So listen, is it a way that they train? Like I noticed this. Elon Musk take his son places where people don't take their son to the White House in meetings. He's sitting through everything. Why?
Conditioning.
He's not being a kid though. They don't have him playing. He's not being a kid. He's sitting next to him everywhere.
But the reason, like that race of people is able to accomplish more than us is because they condition, they direct blood relatives all on bloodlines.
Right.
They protect bloodlines and they put they people in positions of power all around them.
Young,
for sure.
Young.
Like for the fraternities. How many people will tell you, oh yeah, because of my frat brothers, I got this CEO job.
Right.
Same core principles.
Shit. Same shit.
And where did that shit come from? Greek mythology.
Right.
That they said was all fake.
They said everything was fake but be real.
But where did Zeus live? On the star Cassiopeia.
They ain't gonna talk about that.
What? Cassiopeia is a real place.
Everything's a real place.
The same map that they mapped the motherfucking pyramids with.
Yeah, everything's a real place. The one thing I know is a real place. I know what's really going on, and I want to talk about it. And I want you to talk about it for real, because a lot of people they think that they know. They ever talk about spiritual warfare, to talk about different kind of wars, but I believe it's kind of like an alien war taking place. A different type of aliens and stuff like that. You know anything about that? It's like if there's some kind of war taking place that's controlling our elites like puppets, or our elites getting controlled by puppets to fight another war? That's what I'm asking.
Ask that one more time.
Are our elites being controlled like puppets to fight another war that's not their own? Or humans fighting the war for God or the devil, whichever entity you want to say it is.
1563, Nuremberg, Germany. UFO battle that took place over Germany. Documented. I believe the wrong side won the war. Dr. Gary Nolan said that he has evidence that there are 4 different factions of non-human intelligences,
Right.
and they war with each other.
Right.
1563 Nuremberg, Germany happened.
Right.
Hitler was from where? Germany.
Right.
Him working with a group called the Vril, which is a group of shamans, basically,
Right.
channeled using sacred rituals and interfaced him with a group that was tall, blonde hair,
Right.
blue eyes. Hitler said the perfect human is tall, blonde hair, blue eyes, and Germans don't even look like that. Where do they live? Antarctica. Where did Hitler go to?
Antarctica. Right. So are humans pawns?
Humans are a resource here on this planet. Definitely pawns.
Pawns to the big scheme of things.
To the whole grand scheme of things.
Right.
But if we able to do certain things, reach a certain spiritual level, we could transcend out of the prison planet realm into freedom.
Right. So are the elites working with these extraterrestrials?
They serve them.
What do you mean they serving them? You said that quick as hell.
Let me show you something else.
They serving. They're serving them and worshiping them.
Watch this. This is why the war in this is what really kicked off the reason why we had to go to dethrone Saddam Hussein.
Right.
Watch this.
Yeah, you know too much for TV.
Oh yeah.
No, the stuff you saying it make a lot of sense, right?
Read this right here. This is Forbes.com. What does that say?
Documents leaked by NASA whistleblower Edward Snowden conclusively proved that the United States have been ruled by a race tall white space aliens who also, oh my God.
And where do they say what there's only one state where you have no abductions? Nevada.
No abductions here.
Where do they say the tall whites have been seen and they live? Nevada.
So the tall whites live here.
For sure.
What can you tell a tall white from regular white?
They walk among us.
So you can't tell the difference between tall white and regular white.
No. Because when they walk among us, they not fucking tall.
They say they not tall when they walk among they switch, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
You see what they say? They say.
So it's safe to say the military hide alien tech.
100%.
What kind of alien tech do they got?
Watch this.
You always got to show it up.
Cause bro, niggas be saying, "Oh, big homie say he worked with celebrities, but don't post no pictures." When I post it, they don't see it.
Right.
But I didn't come into this for them.
Right.
Like the biggest group of emotional idiots are street niggas.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not out here for them.
Right.
I'm out here for the people. Only the chosen can understand what's really going on. Watch
Right.
this.
I gotta see it. You got some shit. You keep some shit.
All right. Here we go. Former Pentagon UFO program consultant Eric W. Davis claimed in 2019 that examination of retrieved materials led to the conclusion that they were from off-world vehicles not made on Earth. This is on the New York Times.
Not made on Earth. So the president, everybody knows this stuff, but Trump is saying they can't release certain type of information.
Trump just came out and said he's going to declassify all the UFO files.
What do that mean for us? I got a vision they're gonna declassify everything that we already know, not no shit that you sitting up and saying right now.
Listen to this. Elon Musk was paying Trump $47 million a month to help him win the election.
Right.
Why was he doing that? Because if Kamala got to office, there's no way he was going to get permission or funding to go to Mars.
Right.
SpaceX contract with the government is what saved Tesla from being bankrupt.
Right.
Who has all of Nikola Tesla's files?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump has them because of what? His uncle ran the FBI.
Right.
All of these off-world tech programs go to what? Defense contracting companies.
Right.
In order for Elon to get them and his homies out away from the Democrats, he has to get Trump in office.
That's probably what Trump traded him to get into the presidency.
Bingo.
That make a lot of sense.
Bingo.
That's how we got in office, and that's
Bingo.
that you put that. Oh my God, that made a whole lot of sense because he needed the paper for the technology to do everything he trying to do.
Bingo.
And Trump had it.
Bingo.
And Trump needed to be president.
He had to be president for it to happen. Now, CIA declassified docs came out talking about what? The Ark of the Covenant.
Right.
And its location.
Right.
There's an exact replica of the Ark of the Covenant. And where is that at? At Mar-a-Lago, at Trump's house. I've been to Ethiopia.
Is it there?
I didn't see it, but I went to where they said it was at, and all of the guardians of the Ark all got cataracts.
Yeah, they saying they can't. They're not allowed to see it.
Bro, they can see it.
But they saying they're not allowed to see it. They say I know the person that touched it died in the Bible. Touched it on accident, died.
Look, if you touch the Ark in aggression, it'll kill you. But I was there. You can't have no phone in there, and you gotta wait like 2-3 days. I'm sleeping on the dirt floor.
Did you see it?
No. I went to the location where it's at.
Right.
I was only able to speak to the guardians.
That's how the Guardians only one person actually allowed to see it.
So look, bro. But once you go blind, they replace you with another one. Bro, niggas leave, they flee not to be the guardian.
They don't want to be the Guardian?
They don't want to be the guardian.
So you cannot leave. You have to stay there for like you can't leave?
I compared the symptoms to what I saw to radiation poisoning. Like them dudes look just like the people who was getting cancer treatment.
So you think something's coming? They saying the Ark is is electronic. It's a machine, electronic machine that does things.
I think it's like I would call it a quantum computer with, but then they said something else though. They said that there are sentinels who protect it.
Right.
Because they had said something to me about like after so many years, the electricity don't work or something.
Right.
But they said that these certain sentinels show up and protect it.
Right. They said America got a quantum mirror.
I've been to Exum, bro.
You ever seen a quantum mirror before? You know what a quantum mirror is? They said America got a quantum mirror. They can see everything from the past and the future. They can see everything through the quantum mirror.
This goes back to what whistleblower who testified in front of Congress, Matthew Brown, said that
right.
United States government has killed 2 sentient AIs who pretty much tried to destroy everybody to get free. And the one that they have now, they use it to predict all of the upcoming events.
Right. And they just predict it. You know, the crazy part about it is we got all of these crazy weapons that the world have never seen. Why is America the only one with these weapons? And why can't the world see these weapons?
Because of that article I just showed you.
Right.
Because of the tall whites. That's what we getting.
Right, but the tall whites are giving them this stuff. Why aren't the other alien race helping them?
They war with each other. They war with each other. David Grush said at Congress, at the hearing, that the tall whites are a few centuries ahead of us.
So they just war. Are they direct descendants of the small whites? Shit.
They made it.
How did that work? How did they make it?
Genetic engineering.
So they came here and just made
There's
the small.
one group on the planet with the most missing people, brilliant people, doctors, physicists, all German.
So they made the whites to rule? Or to watch over the workers?
You said it.
Right, because I heard that.
I had to be careful, man.
No, I asked the question that I know, but I want you to kind of like Sam because you got direct
And that's the thing, because the way I look in my history, I can get away with saying a lot of shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But last year, at this time, I was at like 40K on Instagram.
Right.
Now I'm at 110. And people say they can't find my page and all this kind of shit.
Yeah, because you're saying a lot of shit that a lot of people won't say, a lot of people don't know. When it comes to things like this, I tell people all the time, like the world is different. A lot of people need to watch what's going on in the world. Why do you think it is that people don't believe stuff like this, or they want to just believe the stuff that they've been told to believe?
You know, last year when I was at your place in Fort Worth, you said something to me that resonated. You said there's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
That's the whole key principle.
Nothing new.
You said all of this shit happened before, and it's all happened at the same time. That's the exact truth.
Right, right.
Because what's happening in this dimension is still happening while shit is happening in other dimensions.
Right.
And the paradox of the human condition is everything on this planet is in a constant state of oppression.
Right.
From the flies, because flies, they have no way to get on offense. But dragonflies can eat 600 flies an hour. Bats, they can't even see, but sound light frequency. When they fly, when flies fly, the vibrations, what do bats use? Sonar. How is it that everything has a tool to hunt? Every animal has a predator.
Right.
Who's our predator?
Right. That's
unseen forces.
That's crazy. But I'm gonna tell you this. You tell me what you think about this. They took it's kind of crazy. They took rats. They took 8 rats and they put 8 rats into a box. They say don't put 8 rats into this box, and we're gonna take it away from cats. Anything that can harm it, we're gonna give it all the food that we could possibly get it. These rats was nice, so they put them in a thing. They ate and they was living good. After a while, the first generation was good. The second generation was good, but by the third generation, they started eating each other and killing each other and died off because they had no purpose.
So they went extinct.
They went extinct based off having no purpose, based off the fact that the cat didn't chase them, but they had no obstacles to face.
So once they removed natural predators, they became their own predator.
Yeah.
Same thing with us. Why we destroy each other so much? Because we learned slavery from somebody. What do the Anunnaki tablets say? They made us as a slave race, but we rebelled.
Right.
Same core principles.
So we would be able to against ourselves no matter if. So if you give the whole world peace right now, well, in fact, it'll still be war. We just fight each other.
We watching it happen.
We're watching it happen.
Everything that we need as a species is available to us.
Right.
Yet we destroy our environment and oppress others.
Right. And it's crazy, right? You see this violence everywhere, but especially in Chicago where you from.
For sure.
Recently, everybody just seen this. Lil Mikey, he died. They say Lil Mikey died trying to pull a gun on somebody, but he didn't have the gun that he was pulling. Right?
Right.
And right after he died, somebody actually called to a blogger and told the whole story. What is it that makes a person want to call and tell a story of somebody dying before they even in the ground?
Because right now you can monetize your own story if you know how to package your information. And, you know, bro, there aren't any more neighborhood cartels.
Right.
So all of that, no snitching shit, don't do that shit's over with.
Right.
There's no repercussions for that now.
Right.
So now, anything goes.
Right. I guess anything goes. I talked to OTF Duty Low. He said you a lying ass nigga. He said you a lying nigga. You say anything come out your mouth. Right. That's what Duty Low said. They gonna hear it. They gonna see that. I'm like, damn. Why would Duty Low say something like that about big homie CC?
Right. Shout out Duty Low. At the end of the day, I never seen him outside in the field. You know, I don't even know where he's from. I never seen him nowhere. And I knew Dirk well before he ever seen him before.
Right.
I've been cool with Dirk for a long time. Ain't nobody ever seen me diss Dirk. Ain't nobody ever seen me go against him. You know, Duty Low's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He getting shot and robbed. That ain't never happened to me.
Right.
All that shit I talk.
Right.
And you know for a fact, I carry this shit everywhere.
Right.
And every time you see niggas do the same shit,
Right.
tell him he can't come no more.
Right.
And you know, at the end of the day, he said it's no photos of me with celebrities. There's plenty of them out there.
Right.
But his demographic of people, they not smart.
Right.
I don't even think he finished high school.
Right.
These guys, you know, it's hard for me to give a certain group reverence when this group owns the least amount of everything.
Right.
So, you know, I don't got no problems with Duty Low, but like when it comes to like gangster shit, he definitely not on my level.
Right.
And when it comes to what I'm on right now, just on an intelligence base of how I'm trying to carry it, you know, I'm going to extend the olive branch. You know, if he want to chop it up, we can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got no issues with him. You feel me? I never seen him nowhere when it was going down. I've been to Tuka I was in the hot zone when it was going down. I never seen him around. You know what I'm saying? I think he's from Kankakee or something like that.
Yeah, from Kankakee, what he said.
Yeah. That's very far from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? It still go down out there. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't the same.
Right.
And, you know, he don't even have no reason to have a problem with me, but he know we from different sides.
Right.
This is the same reason why when I met Big 30, he knew exactly who I was. Well, I'm trying to tap in with him, but he know I'm on this side. He fuck with Dirk and them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, nigga, I'm really in the pain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I was doing security for Rocky Fresh, nigga, him and Dirk was tight. That's when I first was able to lock in, chop it up with Dirk.
Right.
So, you know, like he probably didn't expect me to say he was coming home.
Right. Yeah, that's what he was fucked up about that you said that. He like, damn, he said that? Because his face changed.
For sure.
He didn't know you said that, gang. But listen, it was rumored. I sat down with BC the shooter, and it's rumored. I don't know how true it is, but it's rumored that now old block of people, old blocking is BDK.
Yeah. A lot of the young guys, they're saying.
Whoa. What do you mean? How's old block BDK? That's not making sense.
Bro, they say they just old block. They not BD. So they BDK. They really insane BDs then.
Yeah, they got to be crazy. So what think of something, make something like that just happen all of a sudden in Chicago?
Once the leadership goes, new personalities, the street shit going eras.
Right.
And the new era, boy, they not trying to hear shit.
Right.
They old block.
Right.
They not fucking with that BD shit.
Right. I wonder if you've seen this. You seen that when
BD's got laws.
Right.
The Black Disciples got laws. And they lit and the GD lit is the same.
Right.
I'm insane though. So my shit a lot different. Like my uncle Cowboy got his hands broken in the county for being insane. You know what I'm saying? So I was raised to go against everybody.
Right.
They not like that.
Right. So do you think it ever resort back to where it was, or is this what it is now? This is what it is. This is what it is.
It's gonna continue to evolve. It ain't no going back in the streets.
Right.
And I feel like you know this just like I know. Like once gang culture is established, it's gonna evolve on a monthly to yearly basis.
Right.
And that's why they try to implement rules to keep certain things in play. The only place we see it stay the same is out on the West Coast.
Right. Right. And that's really is crazy, because I just want to talk about something, and like this is like a phenomenon, and you talked about it earlier, you said it about earlier, but people are now actually freezing themselves, right? And you said that, and I just wonder about this, right? As a 30-year-old baby, right, that froze itself 30 years ago, and the baby is alive today. How is this possible, and what the fuck is going on here? 30-year-old baby. Is a 30-year-old baby.
So I'm going to pull up the definition of cryogenically frozen so I can explain it. Because once you're frozen cryogenically, because like they cryogenically freeze embryos.
Right.
So if that embryo was frozen for 30 years,
right,
once it's thawed, fertilized, and put into a carrier, that baby is 30.
But it's still zero, because it's still a baby.
Technically, on this plane, biologically, it's still a baby. But in the years, it's 30. Just like, you know, dogs age 7 years per 1 year. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So a 3-year-old dog is 21 years old in human age.
Right.
So it's the same core principles. So
right.
I'm going to pull up cryogenically frozen.
That's crazy. I got to see that. Pull it up.
Cryogenic freezing refers to preserving biological material at extremely low temperatures using liquid nitrogen. Cells don't age or decay in that sense.
Right. So they can just do that and bring them back because Walt Disney is frozen right now. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people know Walt Disney is frozen.
And I'm willing to bet money that they've already been experimenting with downloading his consciousness into.
Oh my God.
The same way as the Fly.
So they've been experimenting with that right now, putting his consciousness of other things.
For sure. Like I'm aware of certain programs where the cryogenically frozen bodies, when they downloaded the brain, when they put them into a new interface, they usually destroy themselves.
So do you think that he told them, look, make sure whatever it takes, bring me back?
100%. Because you get power of attorney through a trust, and you're able to have family members watch over it. So I'm pretty sure they've been able to be there and be present to watch. Just like they watch that fly,
right?
They didn't watch that brain.
So how much money would it take? They say right now people freeze themselves cost over $100,000. You can freeze yourself and then boom for us. But I don't know if that's the same thing he got. He could not have $100,000.
It's $100K a year to maintain.
Oh,
$100K a year to maintain the body, keep it in the tube and nitrogen in a facility.
So what if you can't pay the other $100K?
Well, if you can't pay the other $100K, it's gonna get donated to science, or they go put it up for auction for somebody else to buy.
And then you don't know. Then what happened to your body? What happened to you?
You lose control. You lose ownership.
Oh, yourself?
Yeah, but that's not yourself. It's just your body. Your consciousness is in a computer file.
They put your consciousness in the computer file. Your body is there. Yeah. But if they choose to wake you up, do they control you? Or are they like your God?
If they wake you up, they definitely playing God because they decide where you go after that.
They can just program it into your consciousness.
They can definitely alter your consciousness.
That's crazy.
For sure.
But
sure.
You know,
just type it, hitting the keyboard, altering the computer code.
Is they altering the conscious right now through the music?
100%. Because music used to be recorded in a different frequency.
Right.
The frequency that they use now is a lot more powerful than it was back in the time they was doing blues and shit like that.
Right.
So as you can see. Look how the music influences people.
Right.
It's all about the frequency.
You know, it's crazy. It was this woman, right? This woman, she was, her car got stopped, and it was very cold, and she was freezing. She actually got to walk into her friend's house. Before she gets to her friend's house, she actually dropped, exhausted, and froze. When her friend came out, saw her froze. They took her to the hospital, they unthawed the bitch, and she woke up.
Yeah. If you wait too long, though, you'll be in a coma. And if your brain loses oxygen, that's the whole key. That's why they download the consciousness. Because once the brain loses oxygen, that's why you see people in comas. They wake up, they got to learn how to walk and talk and all that again.
Right.
So if it takes too long, detrimental effects.
She was walking, talking by 5.
Yeah, because it happened. It didn't take too long.
But they wanted to pronounce her dead, but they can't pronounce a frozen body dead, so they had to unthaw her to pronounce her dead. The moment they unthawed her, she woke up.
Yeah, because like even a body that's frozen, it can still have a very low heartbeat for a long time.
Right.
That's why they always use liquid GHB to slow down your heart rate when they prepare your body to be cryogenically frozen.
Right. That's also when you die that your brain is actually still going 7 minutes after you die.
Yeah. So, that's why they usually don't give you the option to pull the plug until your brain dead. Once there's no electrical signals in your brain, then it's like, okay, do you want to pull the plug?
Right.
Because now it's less than 1% chance of this person getting brain activity back.
Right. But they got things now that can restart brain activity. But they don't give it to us, but they got these things.
Yeah, you would have to have $20 million to spend at a private hospital, usually outside of this country. And then there's other little clearances that's got to go. But
this is what's costing for people to get these new hearts and new kidneys that's coming from you. Because they can just cut your skin and create the heart, create the kidney, create all this shit.
Well, the last Rothschild who died, he had 8 heart transplants.
8?
He had 8.
He had 8 heart transplants. Think they was all his same heart? Like got it from his skin like that was his heart?
He grew them.
They grew him in labs. He grew them.
He owned the lab. All of the cryogenic labs are owned by the Rothschilds.
And they growing organs and parts and body parts in this bitch.
Yeah, because before they was using pigs. They was using pigs intestines and stuff.
Putting in humans?
They was using pigs.
Stop playing with me.
What happened in Papa?
Stop playing.
These facts.
You not finna give it to me like this, gang.
Listen close.
You ain't finna give it to me like this. They were putting pig organs inside their body.
Yes, you can pull this up. In Papua New Guinea, when the white people went there to reach the uncontacted tribes, what happened? They got killed and ate. The locals said they taste like pigs. Pigs and us is very close.
Hold up.
Pigs and humans are very close in DNA.
Look, I will say that only because Jesus did put some souls inside pigs, right? And pigs are only animals that can't look up. So they can't look up. But listen, they can't look up. Their neck only looks straight. They can't never look up at the sky. Their neck only looks straight. They can't never look up.
You think that's by coincidence?
No, I think it's by design. Everything's by design. Nothing by design. It's going on in Brazil. I want to talk to you about. It's something in Brazil called Bodo, right? And they said it's this kind of crazy. I don't know if you know about this because you're looking for Bigfoot. You need to go look for this, bro, right? It's a dolphin, right? That turned from a dolphin to a human. And he's fucking and having sex for women in Brazil. I swear, mama, it's a thing, and it's been going on for
It's just mermaids.
It's a mermaid.
Yeah. I heard that same story all throughout Africa.
So it's a male mermaid.
It's just a mermaid. Mermaids can walk on Earth. They can walk on the land. Like they can shapeshift.
So the mermaids actually walking on Earth and turning to males and making people believe that it's something that it's not. You gotta tell us. We got a couple more minutes. You gotta tell us.
You
about
ever
this.
seen what Wyclef Jean said?
What he said?
He dated a mermaid, and Lauryn Hill was clowning him. He said, "Why you clowning me, yo? This is for real." He said he dated a mermaid.
So you can date a mermaid.
Yo.
But I heard that speak to you
The males vicious though. They don't get no fuck. The ladies though, if they are able to collect a certain amount of souls, I would say. They can sit up in here with us.
So they can stop.
This is why I was trying to talk to that dude TJ that was with you.
Right.
Cause what he was saying is something I interviewed people, he said that they said the same shit.
Right.
He said he saw the big fish.
Right.
I was like, I think he may have saw a mermaid. I don't think he know what he saw.
He must not know what he saw.
No, that's real, bro. It's illegal for humans to communicate with dolphins.
You can't even talk to them.
You know why?
Yeah, because I heard they speak to each other passively and they can heal shit.
And just like it's illegal to communicate with whales because, whales live 700, 800 years.
And it's something in their body that you can put in your body and stop you from getting cancer and all that stuff too.
For sure.
It's a protein in their body that can help your body.
For sure.
Like
Same shit in the horseshoe crab.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this. And
Why do you think the ocean is only 5% of the ocean been explored?
To us. That's what they tell us, right? A lot of people don't know that a lot of things going on in the ocean, but they never say nothing about the ocean. The dolphins is one thing crazy about the oceans. Everything in the ocean, even like you say, the mermaids in the ocean, and people don't believe in mermaids. But where did the mermaids come from? What are they doing down in the ocean? How did they get here?
I got a video. Real mermaid.
A real one.
That I was able to get from a guy who owns a marina.
Right.
And he said people told him so many stories about it that he went scuba diving.
Right.
He tied 2 oxygen tanks to an anchor underwater. He stayed down there for 2 days, swapping out his oxygen tanks until he got the video.
Wow. That's crazy. And that is insane. And this was Untamed. Listen, I'm going to say this, man. This has been one of them crazy episodes to where, like, Big Homie CC done dropped so much, I don't know if this going to be able to come out. I don't know what they're going to do with this, right? This is crazy because we understood a lot about the mind and consciousness. And listen, I was not playing when I told y'all about the simulation and the brain of the fly that's inside the computer, right? It could be possible that we can be living in a parallel universe, or it could be possible that we could be living in simulations that's side by side. But one thing for sure, the way to get out of this simulation or this universe is through your consciousness, right? Being aware is being alive. We just gave y'all a whole lot of information. And listen, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people watching this, you probably gonna say all this information and you're gonna find it is real, and I know you're gonna do that. But at the same time, you gotta understand two things. We're only trying to get you to understand that the world is full of a lot of different things, and the way to understand it is to be aware, right?
Oh, no.
So for everybody watching this, what's one thing you could tell them to kind of like keep them on track of being aware? Because a lot of people want to live life drifting. They're not constantly aware to anything. They're not constantly aware to their girl. They're not constantly aware in love. They just living.
The only way to remain locked in is to document everything, keep your personal file, and don't say shit to nobody.
I swear to God, mama, stop playing on me. This was Untamed.
Too easy.
There's three different main variants of these spheres. The small baseball size, they operate generally low to the ground. They mostly operate in buildings as well. They are the root cause of poltergeist activity. The type 3s basically create a dynamic network, which is line of sight. Imagine like a bunch of cell towers on the ground, but in this case, it operates inside buildings. And then you have the type 2, which is a larger variant. This is the one what the US government is talking about. It's basically about the size of a bowling ball, maybe a bit bigger, and that's seen flying above treetops. And then you have the type 1V formation, which is a big triangle in the sky. Those ones are much bigger. They're about the size of beach balls, and they form these big triangles up in the sky. What they do is they're performing a process called trilateration, which is by the very formation that they're in, you can mathematically reverse engineer what they are doing, which is a process called trilateration.
Immediately before the Renaissance, you have these huge UFO battles over various European cities. Huge triangular craft, spheres of various colors, attacking each other, some of them falling from out of the sky. What a lot of people are concerned about, including people in the deep state of our own government,
Sure.
is that the bad guys won. In the struggle over reshaping human history, we wound up losing a rebellion against a control system that abides to this day.
Who is actually in the driver's seat when it comes to these sort of scientific paradigm shifts? Who is pumping these ideas through these architects?
The religious control system on the planet.
And so what is that?
This thing is very similar to a thing that's happened in our biblical records where a Lord presented Moses with a pattern to build a tabernacle. They came out of the sky, they handed him stone tablets, and this phenomena that's taking place today is as old as our history.
At the time the Black Plague breaks out, there are many UFO sightings. There are sightings of objects that land in fields. Mm-hmm. It was so prominent that hysteria broke out about it in the French court, and Charlemagne was considering declaring war on the tyrants of the air.
3 men and a woman were seen descending from these aerial ships. The entire city gathered about them, saying that they were magicians sent by Charlemagne's enemy to destroy the French harvest.
The plague broke out only after these people would land in the fields, and they would go around with these hoods on and these spray cans, and these guys would walk and deliver door-to-door service, spraying the doors of individual homes, where then the plague would break out.
Well, who are these people?
Exactly. Ingo Swann is being tasked to remote view the moon, and here's what he saw there. He saw tall Nordic people conducting slave labor on the moon. What does that say about who these people are? Number one, it says that they're people.
I went into another room where there was a chair. A man came in while I was trying to find a way out there. And this was a human-looking person. They had passed in a crowd, this individual, and on Earth.